It's unfortunate in a way that the weather prevented us from having our convocation on the grounds of St. Clair College, because those of you who know the college now and who might have thought back 5 years ago would recognize that we were going to have our convocation on the place where I walked 5 years ago, and there was nothing there but grass and weeds and dust. And today you have a college that has achieved a stature in this community and in society, and we have the fruits of our work here in front of us.
We knew that the provincial support would be there, especially for bricks and mortar, but the biggest problem would be the staffing and, as you will hear later on, the promotion of that kind of institution which was not familiar to the people, and to give it a good start as far as the desirability to attend on the part of students as well as their parents, to help them go there.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to St. Clair College, the Jolly College of St. Clair, and I mean that too.
In the president, I did think, along with the committee members on the board who were with me, that since there was an ongoing institution like White, he should have a technical background, but that he should have a real feeling for this further education need and for promoting it. I think that the person we were looking for, I would think that the president we hired was ideal for that reason, and that's why I gave him a call as an old-time friend, because he was a promoter by nature.
We were able to build on the Western Ontario Institute of Technology, or WOIT, with good people, and that got us off quickly. So I think that in those years, St. Clair was really one of the groundbreakers in the whole college system, and as far as I know, it still is.
The faculty of St. Clair are some of the best people that I have ever met. Most are responsible citizens and community workers. This I find healthy. We've had a good record of placement for our graduates, and we find that many more employers are continually coming down to St. Clair College in Windsor to find the kind of people that they're looking for.
I do believe you can do a lot with what you have, regardless of how much money you have, because the element of individual initiative or volunteerism is very strong in society. It's volunteerism that runs all the hospital services, you know, the extra services, things like the Boy Scouts and all the service clubs and so on. People don't get paid to do those kinds of things. And I always felt that there was an opportunity to harness that in the college system.
Well, he was a character, and he an interesting person, capable, certainly. He had his own ideas.
Oh, the bean story. Well, as part of this business of relating with the students, I would give a little chat with the first-year students.
What are the beans? I give a lecture to all the students, and I shake up this jar of beans, which has beans of different sizes in it.
Try to make across the point that there's more to life than what you learn in the books, you see.
And I show them that the big beans gradually work their way to the top. Now that is what I call a fact of life.
I'd shake it up and I'd give it to the students in the first row, and I'd say, well, what do you see there? And some of them would say, well, beans. That wasn't much help. But others would say, well, the bigger ones are in the top. And I said, yeah, that's what happens. The big beans come to the top.
The people with the drive, with the ability to communicate and persuade, with the creative ability and the imagination, these are the people that forge their own way of life.
which is so critical in life because we're selling in everything we do. Doesn't matter what the heck we are. We're selling ourselves and our thoughts. So that's absolutely critical. And then you have to have drive, the ability to get things done. And people will pay a lot for guys and girls who can get things done. You see, that's drive. And then creativity is important. And I showed them how they could strengthen their creativity. So all in all, it was a little pep talk on how to build themselves up outside the so-called academic classroom. And I think it's like these students I was talking to last week, Andy Foss and Roy Conliffe, they recall that very well. And of course, they're now senior vice presidents with Loblaws, and they've done very well indeed. So that kind of thing stuck with those people who were exposed to it. And I think that's something good.